Y'all, every time I feel like I'm ahead of schedule, I screw myself every time. Hello, welcome to day 13 of Fiberary. It is February the 12th. On today's agenda, we have a couple of things to do, but we definitely have to do what I'm trying to do very quickly. So I caught myself going, are you done? Jesus. Okay, so I caught myself, trying to be productive. I'm gonna make dinner before baseball practice, and everyone's gonna eat, and it's gonna be great, and da da da, derpy derp. I don't have ground beef that's not frozen. So now guess who has to go to the store to get not frozen ground beef, so that way they can try to prepare dinner before going to pick up the kids, to go to the baseball, and someone's baseball ends like hours before the other baseball. It's rough, but I'm grateful and I'm here. So we are on our way to the store. I wanted to go to the store anyway, so whoop-de-doo. So we're on our way to the grocery store. I'm trying to find everything I need in like 5 minutes, so that way I can come home in time to cook and then pick up the kids and then feed them and go from there. Crafting wise, I need to finish my sleeve, which while they eat, I'm gonna edit today's vlog and crochet, and we have a little bit of time before we have to be where we need to be, so it's cool. So I'm gonna crochet while I do that, and then I'm gonna start my Valentine's Day outfit. What Valentine's Day outfit, Kira? The one that I am spontaneously making because why not? Like, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Somebody's trying to take me and my husband out, and it's like, how do I make this fun? How do I make this worth that? And I'm very, very angry that we're going out on Valentine's Day. You set a crazy deadline and you make yourself an outfit for the occasion that you didn't know was going to happen and didn't agree to. No, you agreed through marriage, so anything he would endures, I shall endure as well, and hold his hand and kiss him. So, alright, we're on our way to the store. I will check back in when I have obtained the items. Alright, y'all, got everything I needed. Let's get to cooking. Good morning. It is the day of the 13th. I still need to get yesterday's vlog edited, uploaded. But before I do that, I'm going to cut out the pieces for my Valentine's Day dress. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. I got this bed sheet. Let's see where I can put you. Of course, the desk is a mess. I got this full-size bed sheet. It says it's really long, so we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited, so let's get to wreaking havoc on it. Okay, to utilize as much of the fabric as possible. On here, on the pattern itself, it says cut on the fold for both pieces. But as you can see, there's not a lot of room to cut on the fold for both pieces. So I'm going to cut on the fold for one. I'm just going to cut 2 pieces for 2 and make a middle seam. That'll help me differentiate what the inside, outside, front, and back is. That's kind of beneficial to me. And then that gives us enough fabric to utilize my straps and things. So let's get to cutting. It's a workout. So no one told me that sewing was a workout. I am so winded and flabbergasted. But yeah, so let's cut now. Alright guys, I'm going to tell you my thought process and kind of how proud I am of like how I'm trying to be mindful of the materials that I have to, you know, be able to use them again. Those are pillowcases. We need more pillowcases, so I don't want to touch the pillowcases at all. So I'm going to actually use them for pillows. But as you can see, I cut the front and the backs out of here. And then instead of breaking into this, because this was like the bottom of it, instead of breaking into that, I go, maybe I can just utilize this strip right here to get the remaining pieces that I need. And as you can see, like, I have enough for each piece. So now I pretty much have what I assume is a yard of fabric left that I can, you know, use to make a t-shirt or, you know, whatever I want to do with it. But I think I'm kind of learning. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. Now, if we can just get better on the machine and, you know, sew straighter lines, that'd be awesome. But, you know, here we are. So, yeah. But I'm so proud of my thought process and how I did that. Like, no one told me to do that. I just was kind of like using my brain to try to figure it out. So, all of this is the dress, and then I have this left over, and I'm just really proud of myself. Alright guys, so updates on several things, right? I finished the sleeves for my cat outfit. Here are the sleeves. And even though I don't want to crochet a cat beanie, the cat beanie is the quickest thing, so I'm gonna have to crochet it. But here are the sleeves. You can see my little fur moment right there, and right here, and right here. Super cute. Do I have something on under here? Okay, we can try it on. I never know. You never know, you know. Oh, okay, perfect on the collar. I was really nervous that the collar was gonna bring it in too much. Oh no, it's perfect. Oh, she's cute. Meow. But I love it so much. That's gonna look good on my tank top. And then I'm gonna start a cat beanie tomorrow, because today I have started for tomorrow my little Valentine's Day wrap thing. The outfit in my mind is cute. Maybe I'll sketch it. I don't know. The outfit in my mind is cute. So I'm making like this cute little wrap moment. it's working up really fast. This is only a matter of such and such minutes. So I get it when the girls are like, girl, she's that girl, she's so fast. I get it. It's just like, at what cost? You know, it took me a minute to learn it, but it's okay. So this is what I'll be working on at baseball. I literally have 3 hours of baseball from 6 to 9. That's all me, buddy. So, yeah. So this is what I'll be working on at the field. This is also a YouTube video. I'll probably put it down below. Make sure my hook's in there. Yes, girl. I will probably be, I don't know if I'm going to be listening to something or watching something, because at this point in my life, I feel like I need to be entertained. And I do my best not to coach over the coaches when the boys are on the field, so I try to distract myself with things. I think my sister and her babies are going to come to the park for a little bit. The boys are dressed and ready to go. They've eaten. I've got day 12 going, because obviously it didn't go up on time. So I got 12 going up. And then, yeah, this is 13. So 13 is probably going to go up tomorrow, because you and I have a dress to sew. And speaking of sewing, I went to my great aunt's house to get some pointers, lessons, knowledge on sewing. It was the most magical time I've ever had. It was just so fun just sitting there. I used to visit her all the time when I was little. I used to spend the night at her house and play computer games and things like that. So I really love it. I loved visiting as an adult, learning such a, what I feel is a big girl situation. So at first she was saying it's obviously a bobbin issue, right? Usually when you jam, you know, your bobbin's not threaded right, your bobbin's not the correct bobbin, derpy derp. Well, upon further review, one, she was very upset that my sewing machine did not have an automatic threader. And when she saw me having to manually find the hole, stick the thread in, she's like, this machine is making sewing difficult for no reason, because sewing is not hard. I said, okay, girl. But also, what turned me off about my machine, 1, 2, 3, 4. What also turned me off about my sewing machine was that it has jam resisting or less jamming technology. Lies. So you've already lied to me, and I've bought it. And then yeah, and just the jamming and all this stuff. Bless you, I didn't know there was such thing as an automatic threader. So now I'm telling her it's probably the machine, and I already know 1, 2, 3, 4 which one I want to get. I'm coming into some money, maybe. I don't know, girl, but I can get a different machine. And this is where I learned where my father gets his like determination from, and where I get my determination from. Because as soon as I said I could get a new machine, she said, you will not be doing that. This will not defeat me. We're gonna figure out what's going on, because every sewing machine is able to sew. And I'm like, oh, Marlon. Oh, little Kira, you never give up on your dreams. So this is what I've done. I've bought new thread, because she also said she didn't like the thread that came in like my thread holder. So she didn't like that. Hold on, my sister's calling. Okay, y'all, so this is what I've decided to do. I am going to, I went ahead and bought brother type bobbins. What are brother type bobbins, you're asking? Brother brand bobbins. I got those. So I know that they go with this machine because they are the same brand. I brought new thread because she said the thread that I have in this thread organizer thing, she feels like she doesn't like it. It's easily broken, you know, things like that. Okay. I am going to rethread the bobbin. I'm going to do a test run on some scrap fabric. we're gonna sew up my Valentine's Day dress. Here are all my pieces. All my pieces are ready to go. And then we're gonna cricut on the dress, finish this thing, and then we'll be solid. We'll be ready to go. So I will probably see you at baseball while I am crocheting. Y'all are not gonna believe I made this in one day. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. Oh, I'm so excited. My Valentine's Day outfit is coming along. So I'm gonna add a little bit of fringy fringe, then go to sleep because we gotta wake up and sew in the morning. So yeah, let's go do that. All right, y'all. I can see why they love the fringe. It does give it this cute little moment. Can you see me? I don't know. How there. Yeah, that's so cute. Okay. And this is all before midnight, so I will be able to take the 5-hour bedtime that or 5-hour sleep time that I gave myself before we sew. So I'll be a little more clear-headed. Very excited. All right, I'll see you in a couple hours. I just want to show y'all, I've been trying to upload day 12 of this vlog series for 2 days. It is now the 14th. For 2 days, I've been trying to upload this vlog. I don't know what's going on. I'm so aggravated. I'm so aggravated. Anyway, good morning. It is 6:30, 6:22 to be exact. I was in the shower for a while. I was in the shower for 30 minutes. I shouldn't have taken that long, but do I feel better now that I've done it? Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. It's the day of Valentine's Day. I have on my festive muumuu to get ready to sew. I'm gonna pull down the ironing board, put the machine on the table, and we're finna lock in and get started. We have a couple of hours to get this done. So, sitting here being afraid is not going to be the answer. But I have all my pieces. I'm ready to go. So, let's do this. I just want to have it on camera. This is a Brother FB1757X. Brothers Bobbins. I also want to put on camera, I didn't have to buy this because I thought I bought generic ones. Brothers Bobbins. Alright, let's continue.
Together, but this just seemed like the perfect color combo. This, like with a long white maxi skirt and some red but right now, I kind of don't feel like it's the right thing to wear.
See, it just had to be touched.
I want to show you that project. And while we're talking about the nomad sweater, I actually have another nomad, which is something
Yeah, she's in there. Yeah, she's in there.
knit or probably crochet if I'm really thinking about it. The same project.
Okay, obviously this had to be touched by the ancestors. She's in there. I don't know if you can see that, but she's in there. That's the front, maybe? I don't know. And the back, maybe? But she's in there. I'm secure. I'm ready to go. All right, here we go. All right, guys, it is 8:23, and we have a tube. This is the back, of course, but we have a tube. Now we need to flip it right side in. Do I want to go over that again? Yeah, I should. Okay, I'm gonna go over one little thing again, but then after that we're just on to the top part. So we're getting there. Okay, guys, I just got back from the little date thing. But anyway, let's talk about the dress. Hold on. Okay, so now I immediately hate this because it looked like it was straight. When I laid it down and I measured and everything, it looked straight, and then it wasn't. I don't know. That's a little straighter. It says Lover Girl on there. But this is the whole outfit. Isn't it cute? So some things I could work on. I feel like the back, well, it looks a lot better now. I guess I'd be wearing a dress sideways. Obviously it's too long. As an average height person, you know, that's gonna happen. But for what it's worth, I love how it came out. And I learned so much that when I make it again, because I'm gonna make it again, I do have yarn to make it again. When I make it again, I'll be able to do the seams a little bit better. My machine was indeed snagging several times, and it was a struggle to even get to this point, but I got there, and I'm just glad. So we will be sewing more today because I do have to sew my pants for the party tomorrow, and I have to make my cat hat. So let me take the yarn with me to my sister's house because I gotta make my hat. But look how cute that is. I feel like it came out cute. So cute. I'll definitely be wearing this around the house, and you know, I'll wear this again. Like, this is just a shawl. Like, you could do anything with it. Like, you put it around your shoulders. Like, that's really pretty. So yeah, super cute. Anyway, so I'll end this vlog here, and then we'll start anew. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.